Tell him to get on live right now. And he owe people in Saudi Arabia money too. Bro, out here scamming people. Tell him to get on live right now.
Keyword fancy, FANCY.
Frank Martin has leaked the sparring footage of Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis. Moreover, Tank has responded to Mayweather's attempts to derail his scheduled fight with Frank Martin. In the meantime, Turkey Al-Sheikh has offered to mediate a potential showdown between Davis and the unbeaten junior featherweight champion Naoya Inoue, contingent on the fighters agreeing to certain terms. Speaking with the MMA Hour, Al-Sheikh said, "Gervonta Davis if he gets smart versus Naoya Inoue. These are dream fights I like. If Inoue and Davis reach the right weight and give us the right proposal, we can deliver it." He conveyed strong belief in his own abilities and in Riyadh season's potential to organize a bout between Davis and Inoue. Nonetheless, the substantial weight disparity between the two fighters poses a major challenge. Should Inoue be hesitant to jump from his current 122 pounds to Davis's 135-pound lightweight class, it is likely that a catchweight arrangement will be required. Al-Sheikh said, "But there are important things. Inoue is a great fighter. Don't keep him fighting only inside Japan. Let the world see it." Additionally, the chairman of the Saudi General Entertainment Authority set a specific requirement for Inoue's involvement in the negotiations. Inoue needed to leave Japan and compete globally. Dispelling previous misunderstandings in the West, Inoue has proven to be a major financial player in boxing. Recently, he demonstrated his skill at the Tokyo Dome in Japan, battling Luis Neri in front of a sold-out crowd. As Naoya Inoue's acclaim has skyrocketed, so have his financial rewards. This burgeoning influence has empowered the four-division world champion to attract elite fighters like Stephen Fulton, Luis Neri, Marlon Tapales, and Nonito Donaire to compete in Japan. Al-Sheikh added, "Make Inoue come to us. Make him do fights in Saudi Arabia, in America, in London. We are ready to talk about it. He's a great fighter. It would be a shame if he quits after some years and 99% of his fights are in Japan." Amid rampant speculation about a showdown between two powerful punchers, Davis is set to return to the ring on June 15th, where he'll take on Frank Martin in Las Vegas. Any talk of future bouts will have to wait, as Davis needs to clinch a win in this upcoming fight first. Seasoned boxing trainer Virgil Hunter has been reflecting on Naoya Inoue's future, especially the possibility of a showdown with Gervonta "Tank" Davis. In an interview with Fight Hype, Hunter discussed the practicalities and potential of this high-stakes match, highlighting the significance of weight classes and the examples set by previous fighters. Hunter began by addressing the weight dynamics, stating, "I don't think Gervonta should go below 135. I'm sure Inoue walks around at a 40, 45, 145. Inoue would have to come up just like everybody else." This statement highlights his conviction that Davis, who has firmly entrenched himself in the lightweight division, should not be expected to make major weight concessions for Inoue. Hunter further commented on Inoue's physique, noting that although Inoue competes in lower weight classes, his natural walking weight is higher. This suggests that moving up in weight might be feasible for Inoue without negatively impacting his performance. Hunter then elaborated on the principle of fairness in organizing these matches, suggesting that Inoue should step up a weight class to challenge Davis. He emphasized the importance of adhering to established weight divisions and expressed skepticism about the need for catchweight fights. He added, "Where's the value of Davis coming to a catchweight to fight you? You're big in Japan, and I'm big in the States, so there should not be any weight concession. If you want to fight, come and fight me. Let's not make any excuses." Hunter believes that genuine champions must embrace risks without changing the established norms. He bolstered his argument by citing historical examples, such as Guillermo Rigondeaux and Jermell Charlo, who both ventured into higher weight classes to confront challenging adversaries. Hunter's message to Inoue was straightforward. If you want to challenge Davis, you must do so without expecting any special treatment. So it's only a few pounds north. You're getting a little older. I'm sure you could carry the weight comfortably. So I wouldn't make any concessions for that fight," he concluded. This viewpoint emphasizes the importance of champions venturing beyond their familiar territories and confronting obstacles directly, thereby upholding the integrity of weight classes in the sport. Exuding an aura of unshakable confidence in his prowess, Stevenson declares his intent to establish his supremacy over Harutyunyan, who suffered a resounding loss via unanimous decision to Martin not long ago. However, Stevenson's gaze is fixed unwaveringly on a future confrontation with Tank, imagining a showdown that might just anoint the undisputed lightweight champion. At 26, Stevenson keenly observes Davis's age, 30, while meticulously scrutinizing his adversary's combat background. He said, "How many times is he going to say he is going to fight an elite fighter and not fight them? He is 30 years old now, bro is 30, talking about how he is going to fight me." He said next, "Okay, well, do it." Stevenson, a titan across 3 divisions, grows restless in the void of headline-grabbing showdowns. Despite the bustling landscape of emerging stars like Davis, Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, and Ryan Garcia orbiting his weight class, Stevenson finds himself at a perplexing impasse. Despite reigning as a unified world champion in junior lightweight and claiming titles in 3 divisions, he has yet to trade blows with any of his peers. Stevenson of Davis, are you really going to fight me or just going to keep saying what you're going to do to somebody? Shut up and fight me. Furthermore, Stevenson believes that a contract is sufficient to initiate a conflict with him. He added, "All you gotta do is send an offer. You are the A-side, I know. I am not saying I am the A-side. You're the person with all the notoriety, however it goes. But I am right here, though. I'm not going nowhere. As soon as you say let's fight, I'm right here, let's fight." Furthermore, Stevenson didn't mince words when sharing his disappointment with Martin's choice to back out of their highly anticipated bout for the vacant WBC lightweight championship scheduled for November the year prior. Stevenson eventually secured the title in a lackluster match against Edwin de los Santos. In the meantime, Martin has stayed away from the ring since July of that same year. Stevenson questioned, "What did Frank Martin do to be elite?" "Frank Martin is a dude who signed up to fight me, got famous for signing up to fight me, and then didn't fight me." Meanwhile, the cyber skirmish brewing between Gervonta Davis and Floyd Mayweather Jr. seems to be veering off into uncharted territory. In the latest twist, a social media post by Mayweather Jr. seemed to irk the WBC lightweight champion, sparking a heated and colorful response. Amidst the digital theatrics, Davis, representing Baltimore, is readying himself for a return as he braces to protect his title against Frank Martin. Mayweather Jr.'s latest social media update seems to drop a hint of doubt about his forthcoming match with the Ghost. Is this a sly dig from the retired, undefeated champ towards his former protege? Their long-standing rivalry, widely covered in the media, has seen a flurry of verbal sparring between these boxing icons in recent times. Tank didn't hesitate to retaliate against his ex-promoter. Interestingly, it seems the Baltimore native stumbled upon a troublesome revelation upon encountering an article titled, "The Money." Gervonta Davis and Frank Martin's fight card poster was plastered with the word, "Cancelled," adding another layer of intrigue to the unfolding drama. The former world champion wrote, "This is sad. Hopefully, this is just a rumor." The reigning WBA lightweight title holder remained steadfast in their refusal to acknowledge the claim. Nevertheless, it seems the contentious post has been swiftly scrubbed, aligning with the champion's customary protocol. However, a purported statement attributed to them has surfaced via a screenshot. Gervonta Davis wrote, "This is such a hater. He said some cancel and that's not true. This is my shit now. Keep talking and I'll pull up to your house now and lay hands on you and some other shit." Separately through his X account, the world champion, laughing out loud, said, "You see how much Floyd is a hater." From 2015 onward, Gervonta Davis dazzled audiences under the Mayweather Promotions flag, culminating in his striking victory over Rolando Romero. However, despite their shared journey, the reigning lightweight champion and the illustrious 5-division title holder embarked on separate roads. Yet their parting seemed to be marked by a mutual admiration that remained unblemished. Interestingly, the Mayweather camp unwaveringly supported Davis during his showdown with Ryan Garcia in the preceding year. Soon after, the scenario veered into darker territory. Reportedly, the 29-year-old individual hailing from Baltimore began feeling disgruntled as his chances to frequent the Mayweather gym in Las Vegas diminished. However, it wasn't until the current year that their relationship deteriorated markedly. Disturbed by Mayweather Jr.'s recent comments regarding contemporary boxers, Gervonta Davis took to social media to express his discontent. In his post, he not only highlighted the purported financial challenges the ex-champion was facing, but also divulged the reasoning behind Mayweather's prolonged presence in Dubai. In an Instagram story, he said, "Niggas say all this, but he is in Dubai and can't leave because he has been taking his money and not doing what they paid him to do. Is a hater." In response, Money shared videos that featured tank dancing, adding, "We always knew he had sugar in his tank." During an electrifying exhibition match last June, Mayweather squared off against John Gotti III, igniting a firestorm both inside and outside the ring. As the bout reached its peak in the 6th round, the referee's decision to halt the action sparked a powder keg of emotions. Frustration surged through the fighters' camps, fueling a rapid escalation of tensions that spilled over into the ring itself, transforming the spectacle into a chaotic battleground. The event descended into utter pandemonium, a shameful stain on the sport's reputation. Yet it came as no shock, given Mayweather's tendency to treat exhibitions as mere mockeries of true competition. At 47, he reveled in taunting both his opponents and the audience, laying the groundwork for chaos. ESPN's Salvador Rodriguez suggested Mayweather's upcoming bout could surpass all past spectacles. As he readied to face Victor Ortiz once again, nearly 4 years after their heated first encounter, excitement surged for what promised to be Mayweather's most riveting showdown to date. Rodriguez tweeted earlier this week, "Mayweather is in Mexico. They tell me that Floyd Money Mayweather will announce an exhibition fight against Victor Vicious's Ortiz on August 24th at the Plaza de Toros, Mexico. On Wednesday, they give more details. Mayweather KO Ortiz in 2011 by catching him with his guard down after a headbutt." In a subsequent tweet, Rodriguez hinted at alternative venues for the event, including the Mexico City Arena and even the iconic Zocalo. There was speculation about Alan Picasso potentially participating. Rodriguez teased that the ultimate choice would be revealed the following day, tantalizing fans with the prospect of Mayweather possibly conducting a public training session at the historic Zocalo CDMX. Rodriguez added, "They are also checking the Mexico City Arena and even the Zocalo for the event. It is likely that Alan Picasso will join in." He further added, "It will be defined tomorrow, but Mayweather could offer a public training on Thursday at the Zocalo CDMX." Yet, despite anticipation, uncertainty clouds the prospect of this impending clash. Rodriguez's recent disclosure has injected an unexpected twist, leaving the highly anticipated confrontation between arch-rivals shrouded in doubt. The revelation triggered a wave of responses, particularly from the Spanish-speaking fan base, as they swiftly voiced their opinions. Discontentment appears to reign supreme in the ongoing discussion, depicting a recurring tableau of frustration and eager anticipation. Salvador Rodriguez said, "Mayweather exhibition in Mexico. He did not come to the conference and deleted the poster from his Instagram. Victor Ortiz went, but they did not introduce him, which asks a lot. They did not reveal arrival, and the CDMX government canceled training this Thursday." This tweet suggests Mayweather Jr. had to skip the conference, and he even removed the Instagram advertisement. Victor Ortiz made it to the conference, yet received only a fleeting introduction from a sparse audience. Rodriguez further added, "Remember that Floyd will not go to the Zocalo today. There is also a contingency." In the midst of it all, Gervonta Davis fired back, pointing to an exclusive report from World Boxing News that exposed Mayweather's no-show at a pivotal press gathering in Mexico. Despite committing to a substantial $1 million payment to promote an upcoming match in the region, Mayweather was noticeably absent from the spotlight during the media affair. Tank said about this incident, "He is out here and scamming again, taking people's money." Tank further added, He's one of the greats, though. He made $1 billion from the sport. Where did the money go, Floyd? He said it was canceled, and it's not true. Additionally, Gervonta Davis has exposed Floyd Mayweather's evasion of their potential bout, citing Mayweather's adoption of strategic maneuvers. Davis contends that Mayweather is deliberately sidestepping a confrontation with him. While speculation swirls regarding Mayweather's future opponent, Davis has emerged as a prominent name in the mix. Notably, Davis hasn't shied away from voicing his grievances against his former mentor. Once more, he has targeted Mayweather with criticism, alleging that his current fight agreement eclipses Mayweather's $200 million deal with Showtime back in 2013. Tank asserted that he stood at a juncture surpassing Floyd's accomplishments, all at a youthful stage in his career. According to him, Floyd Mayweather hadn't achieved what he had by the age of 29. He emphasized the magnitude of his upcoming 7-fight deal, highlighting its superiority over Mayweather's 6-fight agreement with Showtime back in 2013, an announcement he was making with pride.
He was going at me. He was going at me. And I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd. I'm at that point where I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro. Yeah. That deal that I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just.
Furthermore, with Floyd absent from the latest press briefing, speculation mounts among fans that he's truly ensnared in Dubai, vindicating Tank's earlier assertions. The rift between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis continues to escalate, marked by Davis's recent public threat against his former mentor. Davis's declaration to knock Mayweather out at their next encounter adds gravity to their feud. Meanwhile, boxing promoter Rick Glazer contends that Mayweather remains grounded until he settles his outstanding debts. He said, "Just got off the phone with my guy in Dubai. He told me that Floyd Mayweather is definitely being held by the government court system there, as he owes a substantial amount of money in Dubai. They take indebtedness over there very seriously. Was told the debt is unassociated with boxing. Floyd's desperately trying to work things out, to no avail so far." So Gervonta is correct that Floyd's being held there. In Dubai, Mayweather roams unrestricted by any boundaries. Rumors abound, weaving tales not of boxing woes but of financial tangles intertwined with allegations of misconduct abroad, possibly concerning a lady. Whispers hint at hushed settlements crafted to sidestep legal entanglements, yet the burden of payments weighs heavily upon him. In the midst of the unfolding saga, Shane Mosley pondered the possibility of a showdown between Mayweather and Gervonta Davis, proposing a singular strategy for Tank to potentially topple Mayweather in the squared circle. Mosley initially opined that Floyd would likely triumph with ease at 135 pounds, pointing to Mayweather's height edge and exceptional boxing swiftness. Mosley harbored reservations about Gervonta's capacity to bridge the gap and adeptly counter Mayweather, given his comparatively diminutive stature. Moreover, Mosley underscored that Gervonta Davis still possesses the potent power he showcased in his heyday. Additionally, he conveyed the notion that Davis, as a southpaw, might present a formidable test for Floyd Mayweather, who has traditionally found difficulty facing opponents with a southpaw stance.
Floyd Mayweather, I think wins pretty easily at 135. He's a little taller, he's faster, he's a boxer, and I don't think Gervonta will be able to get close to him because he won't be the counterpunch Floyd because he's too short. I mean, at the same time, I rock Floyd pretty good, so Gervonta seems like he has power he seems like he has the same type of power I possessed when I was younger. So he could crack there's another thing. Floyd didn't like to fight southpaw back then. He didn't like to fight southpaw. That's why Chopper Corley, Zab Judah, and all of them, they kind of was able to touch him a little bit. So that is a possibility because he didn't like to fight southpaws. But I still kind of think that Floyd would have got him, but there's a question mark there because Gervonta Davis does punch hard, and he could crack him.
Mosley elaborated on Floyd's historical challenge in facing southpaw opponents during that time frame. He highlighted moments when DeMarcus Corley and Zab Judah managed to connect punches against Mayweather, underscoring his argument. Mosley hinted at the possibility of Gervonta seizing upon this vulnerability to potentially outperform Mayweather. Furthermore, when asked which iteration of Mayweather would have fared superior against Davis, Mosley shared his insight. Before embracing the persona of money, Floyd Mayweather was recognized as Pretty Boy. These distinctive aliases represent divergent phases in Mayweather's career, signifying evolutions in his approach to the sport. During his early days, Mayweather, dubbed Pretty Boy, flaunted relentless aggression, frequently diving into intense toe-to-toe skirmishes. But as time marches on, the body undergoes its inevitable changes. Hence, in the epic of Money, Mayweather placed paramount importance on defense, unveiling his astuteness as an athlete. Mosley said that Mayweather could defeat the superstar Gervonta Davis in both capacities. Grinning, Mosley came to the conclusion that Money Mayweather would have prevailed over him. He thought that Pretty Boy and Money, the two identities of Mayweather, could both win. Taking note of Pretty Boy's more aggressive style, Mosley conveyed his confidence that both approaches will help him defeat Gervonta. In the realm of boxing, conflicts often find their climax within the hallowed confines of the ring. Hence, it comes as little surprise that the retired world champion Shane Mosley is advocating for a clash between Gervonta and Floyd, echoing the impending spectacle of Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. The brewing animosity between Mayweather and Davis, once teacher and pupil, has blossomed into a public feud begging for closure. Mosley recommends settling their differences through a showdown in the ring. When pressed about the potential outcome of a matchup between Tank and Money in today's landscape, Mosley appeared uncertain, unable to offer a conclusive answer. He floated the idea of staging the bout to gauge their prowess, highlighting its potential as a monumental event.
Who you think will win right now?
They should go ahead and run that. They should run that. They should run that. Let's see. They took all that stuff. They should run it. Have a big one then.
Unexpectedly, the scenario has spiraled into uncharted territory. What began with murmurs of fiscal impropriety has morphed into tales of detainment under Dubai's sun. The saga has woven a tapestry of intrigue, diverging sharply from the once harmonious mentorship shared by Mayweather and Davis. Davis's outspoken reproaches, met with Mayweather's enigmatic retorts, have ignited a storm of conjecture and impassioned debates across social media realms. Moreover, Gervonta Davis has boldly called out Floyd Mayweather, accusing him of dodging a showdown and sidestepping the chance for a thrilling bout. In a twist, Shakur Stevenson launched a verbal assault on Gervonta in a recent interview, lambasting his opponent's selection tactics and avoidance of tough matchups, including a potential face-off with Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson shared with Say Cheese his perspective on Gervonta's choice of Frank Martin as his opponent to defend the WBA regular lightweight title. Stevenson suggested that Davis opted for Martin as he saw him as a guaranteed victory. Stevenson elaborated that Davis strategically selects opponents to mitigate risk, hence his decision to face Martin. Stevenson, holding the prestigious title of WBC lightweight champion, confidently states that had Tank Davis embraced a bolder approach to his fights, he would have inevitably locked horns with Edwin de los Santos, his most recent adversary, on June 15th, rather than choosing Frank Martin. Stevenson believes that Martin's decision to withdraw from their anticipated showdown hints at a reluctance to truly face him in the ring.
If Tank was really a risky nigga or this person he claimed to be, he would have fought Edwin de los Santos. Why not fight the nigga that actually fought me instead of the nigga that pulled out from fighting me?
Shakur is caught in a simmering pot of frustration as he watches WBA regular lightweight champion Tank Davis dodge the ring with him, preferring to spar with opponents of inferior skill. Tank, with an air of nonchalance, brushes off Shakur as merely one of the 7 names hastily penned onto his latest contract. Shakur's contentment seems ever out of reach as he persistently critiques Tank Davis. Rather than fixating on the timing of the fight, what's truly needed is the patience to allow it to blossom into its fullest potential. Shakur's presence lacks the gravitas needed to truly ignite a clash with Tank, falling short of the grandeur seen in a potential rematch between Davis and either Ryan Garcia or Isaac Cruz. These matchups carry a much stronger appeal for Tank, as Shakur's acclaim is mainly confined to dedicated boxing fans and resonates primarily with the most passionate enthusiasts. Shakur offered a fresh perspective, expressing his puzzlement over the decision. In his view, if Davis aimed to truly highlight his abilities, he ought to contemplate confronting a competitor of De Los Santos's caliber. With formidable prowess in the 135-pound division, coupled with a blend of boxing finesse and raw power, De Los Santos presented a compelling challenge. Shakur proposed that triumphing over such a formidable foe would undoubtedly bolster Davis's reputation. He pondered aloud why Davis wouldn't seize the opportunity to face such a demanding adversary. Meanwhile, during a lively exchange on cigar chats with Najee, Gervonta Davis didn't mince words when sizing up his possible adversary, Shakur Stevenson. Renowned for his candid style, Tank didn't hesitate to critique Stevenson's defensive skills and question the impact of his punches. When pressed about the threat level posed by Stevenson, Davis promptly waved it off, citing Stevenson's dearth of notable accomplishments. Davis opened the dialogue by delving into Stevenson's defensive prowess, insinuating a shortfall in the nimbleness and subtlety necessary to deftly evade blows. He threw down the gauntlet, daring anyone to showcase instances of Stevenson's sidestepping punches, hinting at a gap in his defensive arsenal. Davis also cast doubt on Stevenson's inclination to withdraw during bouts, hinting at a hesitance to engage in intimate combat encounters.
Show me something that he did spectacular. Show me something that he did outrageous. Show me.
Right,
his power not outrageous.
Okay.
What defense?
You think he got defense?
He just jumped back. You never see him.
Delving deeper into his assessment, Davis redirected his attention towards Stevenson's offensive prowess, highlighting a deficiency in versatility and innovation. He argued that Stevenson's offensive strategies follow predictable patterns, making it effortless for opponents to anticipate and thwart his attacks. Davis urged spectators to scrutinize Stevenson's past performances, confident they would uncover scant traces of inventive offensive maneuvers. Tank's straightforward evaluation of Stevenson's abilities underscores his confidence as he readies himself for a possible showdown. Known for his frank demeanor and unwavering self-belief, Davis remains unfazed by the idea of facing off with Stevenson in the boxing ring. Rather, he seems determined to exploit what he sees as weaknesses in Stevenson's technique, firmly trusting in his own skills and tactics to clinch the win. Shakur Stevenson, however, found these remarks offensive. In the event that they square off in the ring, he hinted that Davis would discover something shocking. He wrote, "Overlooking me. He's gonna be in for a rude awakening come fight night." The continuous back-and-forth banter lighting up social media has become quite the show, with Stevenson's readiness to challenge Davis reverberating throughout the boxing world. But amidst the anticipation, one question lingers. Will this long-awaited clash ever come to fruition? Insights from Top Rank's president offer a glimmer of hope. Boxing Scene recently probed Todd DeBoeuf about his thoughts on the possibility of Tank and Stevenson crossing paths in the ring. Todd said, "I hope so. I think it makes sense. It seems reasonable to me." Additionally, Bob Arum is confident in Stevenson's ability to triumph over Davis. However, the delay persists, primarily because Davis holds the ultimate authority. As the pay-per-view sensation, Tank wields considerable bargaining power. Stevenson revealed on the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast that he's unable to make offers to Davis because of this power dynamic. He mentioned, "Who am I to throw an offer to the biggest star in boxing? What am I going to offer him? It doesn't make sense. That would have to be on their part, on their team to want to do that." Amidst the flurry of anticipation, Tanks is poised for his comeback bout against Frank Martin. Meanwhile, Ryan Garcia, known for his headline-grabbing moves, has thrown down a hefty sum, backing Davis to triumph over the undefeated Martin within 7 rounds. Curiosity grips the crowd. What's driving Garcia's surprising wager? The fact that Garcia, who had nothing against Martin, supported Davis startled the crowd. Garcia quickly countered with a wager, bringing the matter to X. He said, I will bet 1 million that Gervonta will KO Frank Martin within 7 rounds. I love Frank, but the truth is the truth. And he is from Team Errol, and I'm about to fight Errol Spence if he accepts the contract. Garcia boldly declared his admiration for Martin's skilled craftsmanship, but threw his chips behind Davis for the upcoming non-title showdown. Having felt the full might of Davis during their April 2023 encounter, Garcia's confidence in Davis remains steadfast. As Tank gears up for a rematch with The Flash, Garcia finds himself embroiled in a feud with Errol Spence Jr. However, amidst his battles, Garcia contends with a unique affliction. Garcia unapologetically professed his awe for Martin's masterful artistry, yet opted to back Davis in the impending exhibition match. Having experienced firsthand the formidable prowess of Davis in their April 2023 bout, Garcia's allegiance to Davis remains unshaken. As Tank prepares for a rematch with The Flash, Garcia finds himself entangled in a rivalry with Errol Spence Jr. However, amidst the chaos of his conflicts, Garcia grapples with a peculiar affliction. Undoubtedly, his aspirations for a rematch with Davis persist, despite Davis's scheduled bout with Frank Martin on June 15th. The champion expressed his desire for another encounter with Garcia during an interview on Cigar Talk. Dismantling Garcia's conditioning to fight at a catchweight of 145 pounds, Davis demonstrated his condition. He declared, "He's not even at 145. That's not even a weight. Why can't it be 140? Yeah, I'll fight Ryan." In simple terms, Davis will consider giving Garcia another opportunity only if he manages to keep his weight steady at 140 pounds. However, the question remains, is Garcia up to the challenge, especially with all the distractions swirling around him? In a sensational resurgence, Vasily Lomachenko reclaimed his throne in the lightweight realm with a breathtaking 11th round knockout triumph over George Kambosos. This triumph not only bestowed upon Lomachenko the vacant IBF World Lightweight Championship, but also reaffirmed his status among the sport's top echelons. Now, the Ukrainian boxing maestro is buzzing with discussions of a potential clash with Gervonta Davis. Since Davis is under the PBC umbrella and Lomachenko fights for top rank, the chances of them crossing paths seem slim given their differing promotional affiliations. Nevertheless, Davis didn't shy away from voicing his eagerness for a clash with Lomachenko on social media platform X. He reiterated his stance after confirming his upcoming title defense against Frank Martin. The decision to broach this topic stemmed from a follower's inquiry about Davis's readiness to square off against Lomachenko in a recent post. "Lomachenko after Frank. Let me get Frank first," Davis responded. After the match, ESPN informed Lomachenko about Davis's post, which has since been removed. The newly crowned IBF champion calmly expressed his dedication to confronting challenges directly, stating his readiness to entertain a unification fight with Davis after taking a well-deserved break following his triumphant journey in Australia. Lomachenko replied to Davis, "You know, during my boxing career, I've never run around and I've always taken fights. After I rest a little bit, we can talk about the future." It's been 2 years since Gervonta Davis split from Mayweather Promotions, blaming career mismanagement. Despite seeming calm, a recent video from Mayweather stirred things up again. Through subtle digs, the unbeaten fighter portrayed himself as the epitome of dedication, implying that some boxers prioritize image over grit, contrasting with his own unwavering commitment since his youth. Tank interpreted this as a personal affront and reacted promptly with a passionate counter-argument. He took to Instagram to share his former trainer's tirade, articulating his own viewpoint and branding the GOAT contender as a hater. He firmly stated that Mayweather's presence in Dubai wasn't voluntary, despite compensation, attributing it to unmet obligations. This sparked involvement from UFC commentator and Mayweather skeptic Chael Sonnen, who joined the discourse. Sonnen said, "Floyd's broke. You've got to understand the only thing more embellished than Floyd Mayweather's pay-per-view numbers is Floyd Mayweather's net worth. And he made a lot of money. But remember this. It does not matter what you made, it matters what you kept. And he is a dum-dum. Look, he's just not a very bright guy. He's surrounded by even less bright guys." If Davis's allegations are proven true this time, the situation might intensify. It's worth highlighting that Davis has repeatedly claimed Mayweather's limited freedom in Dubai. However, apart from Davis and rapper 50 Cent's statements, there's a dearth of concrete evidence to support this assertion. Intriguingly, despite the controversy, 50 Cent has offered support to Mayweather. In 2017, 50 Cent wholeheartedly backed Mayweather in his showdown against Conor McGregor, showcasing unwavering support. The rapper didn't hesitate to exchange verbal jabs with the former UFC double champion, confidently claiming he could handle him in a street brawl. Yet, as time passed, rumors surfaced of a rift in their friendship, supposedly stemming from Floyd's purported financial obligations to the musician. 50 Cent wrote, "Oh nah, this is real. Gervonta would not say no like that if it wasn't official. Me and Champ are beefing, but he is my brother. I got some money if he needs it." UFC analyst Chael Sonnen speculates that all of this could be a huge, albeit uncommon, misunderstanding in the meantime. Sonnen confidently expressed his viewpoint on his YouTube channel. "I looked into it again and again, and it appears that Floyd is being held in Dubai. Floyd held an event in Dubai. Floyd did not pay the athletes in Dubai. They do not take debt as a forgiving measure. I don't remember Floyd putting on a show over there. I don't remember Floyd putting on an event." Sonnen formulated his own analysis of the events. According to the UFC icon, Mayweather's team, the Money Team, allegedly received compensation from the Sports Authority of Dubai. Subsequently, they purportedly converted these funds, turning them into their own assets. Sonnen theorized that the Money Team might have unwittingly engaged in money laundering, oblivious to the fact that the money was earmarked for a legitimate event. He added, "If Floyd did not do that, I wouldn't want him to be held. And if the number is $18 million that he was paid that was supposed to go this way, but the Money Team converted that money. This is because money laundering has always been easiest to do through fighting." So, that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.